What's the deal, people? Elementz Emcee in the studio right now with LeveL-Up magazine, where underground is mainstream.
Yo. Yeah, I'm incredible, breath flammable, dragon in the dungeon, I'm simply impeccable. Hey, Bates, I need you to do me a favor, man. Change your name from Rob to Norman, nigga. This motherfucking beat is psychotic. Yeah, I'm ready for war. You thought I had enough, now I'm coming for more. Yeah, I'm number 1, 2, 3, and the 4. And if you disagree, let's settle the score. I'm ready for war. You thought I had enough, now I'm coming for more. Yeah, I'm number 1, 2, 3, and the 4. And if you disagree, let's settle the score. Please hold the applause. Now I'm rolling with bass, I'm psycho with the bars, crazy with the flow, insane delivery, straight jacket the booth from sick, instrumentally leaving rappers deceased. Go ahead and repeat it, leaving rappers deceased. My followers retweet it. When I rap over beats, the outcome's enormous. 10s in every category. Check my performance.
Well, the name of the single settled the score. The name of the album is called Open Bar, and really, the title it explains so many different things. On one hand, open bar is like I'm using this album as like an open forum for different ideas that I have or different life experiences, but also in the music, it's like it's going to be a good mixture of different type of styles that I can bring to the table. And really, I use this as an album, like this is my debut project, so I'm looking at it as, you gotta have a good first impression, and I don't, some artists kind of, they want to take the lane where they kind of build up into the album, and they have a mixtape here and this and that here, but I feel like you should just come out the gate, storming, hit them hard, and just come with it, because you never know if you're gonna have another project. You're not gonna know if you're gonna have another show or another video. Nothing's promised, especially in this industry, and even in life in general. So why not just take the approach where it's like, hey, let's come in with everything we got and just build off that momentum, and see what happens after that. But focus on what's going on now and come strong. I'm originally from the West Side, but when I moved to Cali for a number of years, and I moved back here when I started high school, and you get that as far as like when you go to open mics or you go to different shows, you can tell what crowd is here, what type of artist is going to be performing, But really, even in Chicago, the history of Chicago, hip hop, is very diverse in itself, with Twista, EC Illa, Rubber Room, All Natural, Moldman, and it's a lot of different styles within itself. So I kind of picked up on everything, So. But it's a shame when you go to different shows, they kind of cater to their style, and it's hard for everybody to come together because we feel like because we don't step outside of our neighborhood or our region, to promote ourselves, we're only going to promote to ourselves. So I run into it a number of times, but I think with the combination of styles that I picked up on, growing up in hip hop, just not only from Chicago, but from the West Coast, the East Coast, South, even overseas. I believe that it's something that I can present where everybody can relate to, and that's the goal. Really, is to kind of unite, people who aren't so familiar with each other, and because a lot of times people complain, Chicago need to fix this, what's wrong with Chicago, what's wrong with the artists here, and really the answer is stop limiting yourself. Step outside of, where you grow up at or your region and actually interact with people. And even in life in general, you have to step outside of what you know to get to a better place. So.
Niggas been talking about where I'm at.
I would really want to work with have to say J. Cole. Really because, you know, I was introduced to him, you know, he was on High 97, and it was, you know, Jay-Z's new artist. So I was already kind of skeptical, you know, about how, you know, what type of talent he had. So when I heard him, you know, do a freestyle on the radio station, and I saw his progression from, you know, his mixtape that he came out with, and how he got introduced to Jay-Z, and just looking at his story, I really connected, you know, with that, because it wasn't necessarily, you know, I came from a drug dealing past, or, you know, this and that. It was like a real comparable road to, you know, to success for me. So I would really like to work with him and to see where he is now, you know, coming out with his debut album, and just to see the, you know, progression that he took. I would love to, you know, sit down, chop it up with him, and talk about different things, and of course, you know, come out with a dope song, you know, as the end result. So J. Cole is definitely, you know, one of my favorite artists right now.
Citizens to whack mayor. I took a vow to keep this music in my roots. I guess I'm okay, player. Been slow through the city like Bruce Wayne. The truth came when the cypher started and the criminals knew.